If you're wanting to get into VR, then I'm sure that you would prefer the most ultimate experience possible. I'm going to take you through my honest and unbiased first-hand impressions, unboxing, setup, and even some gameplay of the Oculus, or Meta, Quest 2, and show you all of the most popular and important accessories and everything else that you're going to want to get to have the best possible time with it. This is the ultimate VR bundle. We've got the Elite strap with battery, the recommended earbuds and recommended headphones, the Anker wireless charging stand, and covers and cases for both the headset and the controllers to give you the ultimate protection for this new investment in entertainment. Always use protection. And I even picked up a Chromecast, and I'll show you why you'll want one of these with your Oculus here in a sec. First up, before all the optional accessories, let's check out the actual headset. Oculus Quest 2 from Facebook. By the time you see this video, your package will probably have the new Meta logo on it. Don't worry, it's the exact same product. Honestly, wish they just kept the Oculus name. I know they're really trying to push the Meta, but it's an Oculus. A very simplistic design on the front of the box with your two floating controllers right here and your main headset right there in the middle. Pointing out this is the 256GB version. Then on the back of the box, just kind of advertising a lot of cool different games that you can get with it once it's all set up. All right, let's open this up. So on the front, you can see they've outlined a quick 1, 2, 3 step process. Got our left controller right here. Pull off this little sticker. Pull off this little battery tab. These controllers are powered by AA batteries. The original touch controller battery latch was held on by magnets, but this one is held together by a much more secure clip. Got our clickable joystick, our settings button, our Y and X buttons. Got a similar thing going on with the right controllers. You got your joystick, your B and A buttons, your Oculus button, and a front and side trigger. And then also on both of them, we have these safety wrist straps so we don't chuck this thing through our TV. Put that back. And then in this box, our reference guide and our safety and warranty guide, and then our power adapter and a USB-C charging cable. Let's put that back for now and check out the main event. These 4 cameras on the outside are what they call inside-out trackers that track your environment to help figure out where you are in 3D space. On the bottom, we've got your volume rocker, and then on the left side, your action button. Take off this protective paper. And then on the right side, a USB-C charge port and a headphone jack to connect your favorite headphones. And then your left and right speakers are on the inside of the straps. You've got adjustments at the bottom of the straps and Velcro for the top of your head. These little lenses you actually have to move manually with your fingers gripping on the sides like this. The last version, you were actually able to change that on the outside, so I'm not quite so sure why they changed that functionality on the new version. It was just a little more convenient that other way. Then we've got a silicone cover, Quest 2 silicone cover. Protección en silicone por Quest 2. Check that out later. So it looks like we've got a warning for no sunlight on lenses and no liquid on lenses. And then the last piece in this box is this little spacer right here for those of you that need just a little bit more space for your glasses. Now let's go ahead and get this charging while we get everything else set up in the Oculus app. So the process for initial setting everything up is pretty easy. Between the headset and the mobile app, it literally guides you through every single step. And the first thing you'll want to try out is this First Steps app. It's a really fun and interactive kind of exploring game. It's just a really creative way to introduce you to some of the cool things that the Quest 2 can do. Next up, the Oculus link cable. This link cable directly connects the Oculus headset to your PC, giving you the power of that PC with VR. It also unlocks a lot more games than you would have with just the headset. Finally, for all the comments that I get asking if the gaming laptops that I review work well with VR, I've got an answer for you now. Wow, that is a long cable. That's gonna give you plenty of room for activities.
So many activities! Making my head spin how many activities we can do.
Man. Next up, the Quest 2 Elite strap with battery and carrying case. It looks pretty cool, but it's more of a rough fabric feel. A rough fabric capsule. Pretty hard. This is a weird case, honestly. And there's our beautiful Elite strap. Got a special little section here for our controllers. Remove with care. Follow quick start guide. Quick start guide. Whoa. So it says first we need to remove the facial interface, then detach the soft strap, pull outward and twist slightly to unsnap both side straps. Turn the rear fit wheel to the left to lengthen the Elite side straps. This is gonna make it easier to attach. Attach the Elite side straps, and then we're gonna feed through the Elite top strap, and then plug in the power. And then lastly, we're gonna snap the facial interface back on. All right, the moment of truth, we're gonna tilt the straps back, try it on, straps back down. Wow. Yeah, it definitely feels a lot more balanced. I no longer feel like the headset is just sagging on my face. So it definitely needs to be tightened. Right now it's very loose. Ooh, yeah, that's nice and snug. That feels really good. Well, I give it a 10 out of 10 as far as comfort goes. This feels really nice. Not quite sure how much extra battery life I get yet, but we'll get to that here in a sec. Next up, the Anker all-in-one charging dock. You can see here that it works not only for the headset, but also the controllers. Here it says that you can charge your controllers without removing the batteries. That's pretty cool. 2.5 hours between charging sessions. And then on this side of the box, it just shows you a nice little illustration breaking down and labeling all the contents inside. It does say right here that it's not intended for use with that Oculus Elite strap with battery that we just tested. But I'm still gonna try it and see if it works because I want the best of both worlds. Ooh, that looks pretty slick. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and take it out and see what else is in the box. Got your power adapter, a user manual, and then underneath that we've got our special rechargeable AA batteries. We've got our USB-C charging cable. And then we've got our tiny magnetic USB-C charging plug. This tiny little piece right here is what's going to give our Oculus wireless charging capabilities. And lastly, these two pieces right here are our special wireless charging clamps for our controllers. So let's go ahead and replace our existing battery covers with these. So you can see here that it is charging. So let's go ahead and put in the controllers. I like how they just snap in magnetically like that. It's not that it doesn't work with the Elite strap with battery. It works and it fits in there pretty nicely. I see what they mean by not intended for use with the Elite strap with battery. You can still unplug it from the battery and it fits and it works, but that kind of defeats the whole purpose of having the battery if you still have to plug that part in. So do I recommend this wireless charging stand if you have the Elite head strap? Not necessarily, but you may still find it useful as a nice stand that holds both the headset and the controllers, and the wireless charging function on the controllers is really seamless. So how nicely does this fit in the case? Like a glove. And then for the controllers, so it kind of just lays in there like that. Rubs up against each other a little bit. Doesn't feel too snug, but let's see if anything rattles around when we zip it up. So let's compare that one to the Mac Daddy of cases, the super extra durable Casematix from Best Buy. So take this foam out. So to make the Elite headset fit, we just gotta adjust it to the smallest size. Then over here for our controllers, we just take out the right amount of blocks. See how that works. So let's make another L for the other controller. Place that in. Look at that. That's really snug. This gives me a lot more peace of mind. And then over here we can fit a power adapter if we wanted to. So close that back up and see if we hear any rattling or anything. That's a lot more heavy duty. Look at that. I don't hear any rattling. So here they are right next to each other. The official Oculus case is a little bit more portable, but also less secure and not as sturdy. This one is if you really, really want to protect your Oculus. I'll put links to both of these in the comments and description below. Next up, the recommended headphones for the Quest 2, the Logitech G Pro gaming headset, made for Oculus Quest 2. And there she is, wrapped in beautiful plastic. Let's put that to the side and see what else is in the box. It looks like we've got a USB to headphone converter. I guess for those of you that want to go USB audio out on your computer. Then we've got a long audio cable for console and PC with inline volume and a mute button. A PC splitter for those computers that have separate microphone and headphone jacks. And a detachable microphone with pop filter. And then our Oculus Ready cable. This is a smaller cable that's going to be the perfect length for the Quest 2. We've got our instruction manual showing us you can also plug it into your computer or directly into a controller. Ooh, that looks slick. Really loving this nice metal anisotropic design on the sides. Let's go ahead and try her on for comfort. Need to resize it for my large head. Yeah, that's really comfortable. I can barely hear myself talking right now. Let's go ahead and put the microphone in right here. Feel like a true gamer now. Next up, the Oculus Ready Logitech G333 VR gaming earphones. So this illustration right here is basically telling you that these cables are custom fit specifically for the Quest 2, with the left side being significantly shorter than the right side, so that you don't have any of those annoying dangling cables. Let's go ahead and take it out. So we got our custom fit earbuds, some Velcro ties. It's kind of got like a futuristic iRobot feel to it. All right, let's test out the comfort. Ooh, it's cold. Yeah, it's really comfortable though. So let's go ahead and test out the sound quality of the earbuds first. You can see we went ahead and used the Velcro strips to get all the cables nice and organized there around the headset. Get everything out of the way. I'm feeling sick of confusion. Give into the robotic focus. Yeah, it sounds awesome in these earbuds. Yeah, it sounds really good. All right, now let's test out the sound quality in the big boy headphones. Honestly, the sound quality, the volume, and the bass was better on the earbuds. And those are only $50 compared to these, which are $100. So let's go ahead and attach the microphone and see if that makes up for it. So this is what the quality sounds like on the microphone for this headset. You can see it's pretty impressive. My voice sounds extra clear and crisp. So taking the headphones off, again comparing it to the microphone that came actually on the headset, for you, it might not be big enough of a difference. Next up, we've got a bunch of Insignia accessories. We've got an Insignia lens protector, cleaning kit, performance grips for the controllers, and a facial interface pack. This, in theory, should make it a lot more comfortable on your face. So we've got two different sizes for the facial interface pads. I'm really liking the feel of the thicker one, but we're gonna try both. The controller protectors feel like they're made out of a silicone material. Feels really nice. This is what our lens protector looks like. Two different extrusions to make sure those lenses stay nice and safe. And then this is our cleaning kit. We've got what looks like a snot sucker. I'm assuming this is for safely blowing dust and particles off the lenses without getting spit on it. Then we've got a cleaning solution. A microfiber cloth, lens cleaning wipes. Here's that lens cleaning pen, retractable brush. On the other side, the lens cleaning pad, and a guida de instalación rápida, quick setup guide, cleaning kit for Oculus. First, remove any loose dirt on the lens and surround the edges with the dust blower. Then gently brush the lens and edges with a soft brush on the lens cleaning pen to remove small particles of dust. Then gently wipe the lens with the cleaning pad on the lens cleaning pen or with the cleaning wipes. Yep, that looks pretty squeaky clean. Now let's swap out for this thicker facial interface pad and then try it on. Yeah, that feels really comfortable. I also like how they put that little material in the nose area to help block out more light. With the default pad that it came with, there's usually a lot of light leaking in through that area. I also really like how this material repels oils and sweat. Oh wow, it's just Velcroed on. That's awesome. That makes changing out the pads really nice and easy. All right, let's see how comfortable this one is. Yeah, this one's pretty comfortable too, but I definitely like this thicker one a lot better. So slipping on these silicone coverings for the controllers, just need to slide it in and then pull these little flaps over. It is a little difficult to get it over that nub. That's got a nice grip to it though. A very stretchy elastic band on the sides. That is really comfortable. Wow, even when I'm not grasping it, it feels pretty secure. Go ahead and put it on the other one. Yeah, that is a nice upgrade. Up next, we've got a bunch of KIWI branded accessories. This is the most popular brand that I've seen on Amazon so far for the Quest 2. So what we've got here is a silicone protector for the actual headset, two protectors for the rings on the controllers, protectors for the lenses, and apparently these are anti-glare and anti-blue light as well. We'll see about that. And then KIWI's version of extra strong grip protective coverings for the controllers. Let's go ahead and put these lens coverings on first since we had to take off the Elite strap. It's pretty hard to snap in. Now let's just remove the protective plastic and then start slipping on the silicone headset covering. This part right here, you got to stretch out a bit to get it over the side and snap it in. It looks pretty cool aside from the fact that I just noticed that the one that was sent to me looks like it was damaged right there in the corner. Doesn't look like it's going to protect it any less, so I'm not going to bother exchanging it. Then slide on the rubber coverings on the side straps to keep those protected. And then just slide my Elite straps right into that. Snap those back in. Plug in the Elite battery. Slide the top head strap back through. And click the faceplate back on. The silicone coverings on the rings are super easy to put on. Can barely even tell they're there. Now let's go ahead and remove the factory battery plate and battery. Snap the new one in. Love this battery tab remover they included. Slide it into the silicone casing and then close the custom external battery door and then snap the straps onto the little nubs at the top. Feels just as good as the other one, except this one you can actually access the battery from the outside without taking the case off, so that's pretty nice. And these top little nubs feel just a little bit more legit. The other ones felt kind of cheap. Both of them feel really good though. So you can see on the bottom I didn't actually have to remove the wrist straps to put these cases on. So if you want straps around your hand and around your wrist, you can do that with both of these controller coverings. Last up, a Google Chromecast. And here we've got your actual Chromecast module. This connects to your TV's HDMI port. Then here's your simple minimalist remote. And then an extra long USB-C cable to give it power. What this is going to do for us is it's going to actually allow us to cast what we're doing on our Oculus to our TV so that our friends and family can join in on the fun and see exactly what we're seeing. Overall, I absolutely love the Oculus Quest 2. There's a reason it's by far the most popular VR headset in the world right now, and why last year it nearly doubled its sales from the previous year. It's an incredibly amazing and immersive experience. I usually review gaming computers upwards of $4,000 on this channel, and I actually had more fun with this $300 to $400 device. My overall recommendations for the complete package after all this testing: get the Oculus Quest 2 with 128 gigabytes if you plan on having less than 25 games, and the 256 gigabyte version if you plan on having closer to 50 games. Most people get the bigger version just to be safe and future-proof themselves. Just keep in mind it'll cost you $100 more. This is one of those devices that, due to the nature of how you use it, is very prone to accidents. So for peace of mind, I recommend that you get Best Buy's accident protection with your purchase. Now, if you want to maximize your VR experience and unlock even more titles with the computer, unlock much better graphics, and are in the market for a new gaming computer as well, then I highly recommend the new Corsair Vengeance i7-300 gaming PC if you want a desktop computer, and the new MSI GE76 if you're looking for a good VR laptop. I'll put those product links in the description and comments below, as well as links for the videos that I did for them. Keep an eye out though, because I may update those links in the future as technology progresses. But getting back to the Oculus accessory recommendations, I do recommend those KIWI protective coverings for the headset and the controllers, the Insignia facial interface pack, and the Insignia cleaning kit. Out of the two cases that I tested, I personally prefer the Quest 2 capsule carrying case, just for the portability of it. The Casematix case was just a little too big for my taste, and if I were to choose between getting the Quest 2 Elite strap with battery, or just getting that fancy Anker wireless charging base, I would definitely choose the Quest 2 Elite strap with battery. With that battery, you get an additional 2 hours of playing time, essentially doubling your total playing time. If this video helped you, the easiest way to say thank you is to use my affiliate links in the description and comments below, as I get a small commission at no cost to you for every single purchase made. If you have any questions about this video or for my future VR videos coming soon, then please comment with them below. And remember, every week I do a giveaway that randomly selects someone who's interacted with this channel in some way or filled out the form in the description. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications turned on to stay up to date with that, as well as staying up to date with all of my latest tech. And if you're publicly subscribed, not only do I guarantee to respond to your comment, but your comment gets replied to first. And the winner of this week's Amazon.com e-gift card giveaway is...
Casematix.
Thanks for watching, guys. I love you guys. God bless.